Fala galera, estamos de volta aqui com Dragões, Veilguard. Você que ainda não me conhece, meu nome é Renan, bem-vindo aqui ao canal, para quem é novo. Para quem já é da casa, chega deixando o like, por favor, já para fortalecer. E vamos seguir aqui nossa jornada, né? Nesse jogo que... controverso demais, digamos assim. A missão mais maneira até agora foi no último episódio, cara. Se você perdeu alguma coisa e quer acompanhar, já tem aí vídeos aí das primeiras partes do game aqui no canal, tá beleza? Vou cobrir aqui esse jogo aqui do começo ao fim, zerando.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Mas acredito que eu não vou fazer muitas missões secundárias não, porque... Aliás, vou fazer uma aqui agora, na real, né? Mas não irei fazer tantas porque esse jogo aqui não me empolgou muito não, pra ser sincero pra vocês. Mas eu vou fazer essa missão secundária aqui, que é de um companheiro nosso, né? O Lucanis. Esse jogo aqui tem seus pontos altos, pontos baixos, como qualquer outro jogo, cara. Mas eu acho que ele peca numa coisa que, pra mim, é fundamental. Ele não consegue fazer você se envolver naquele universo ali que ele criou, sabe? Devido a alguns aspectos aqui que eu... Principalmente aspectos de... dessa cultura woke, assim, muito forçada. Nesse contexto aqui de RPG medieval, fantasia medieval, acho que não combinou legal, cara. Tá forçado demais, isso aí afasta a gente aqui do... Essa forçação de barra acaba quebrando a imersão no jogo, tá ligado? Isso é muito ruim, cara. Vamos lá, vamos começar aqui a missão do Lucanis. O Lucanis se encontra com o Hilário para tomar café e passa um tempo em Treviso, refletindo sobre como a vida mudou desde que foi preso. Tá, passe um tempo com o Lucanis. Vamos lá.
Come on, Hilario will meet us at Café Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here.
Fazer umas comprinhas.
Let's try here.
Ah, eu que vou ter que comprar?
Really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here? Without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in. A long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Hilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Beleza, vamos encontrar o primo dele aqui. Do outro lado.
can't can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
O cara já tá aí, ó. Hilário.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here. Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Amargo e doce, com um beijo de despedida. Pô, eu gosto de chá, mais de chá, pô. Não tem nada mais doce. Beleza, vou experimentar.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
A gente devia ir atrás dela. Acho que a neve pode ajudar, né? Mas ajuda é melhor, né?
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Bom. Vamos nos concentrar na Zara. Ele não é um ótimo ouvinte. A gente cuida disso. A gente cuida disso.
Let him. Crow business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
Tá feliz de estar em casa? Você parece feliz. É estranho. E aí, ó. Como um beijo de despedida, né? O café tá bom. Você tá feliz de estar em casa, né? O cara ficou preso 1 ano, né?
So, are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Anton when I left.
I haven't gotten used to it either.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Ganhamos mais coisas aí, ó. Café com os corvos. O Lucanis foi às compras nos mercados de Treviso e viu um pouco melhor a ocupação dos Anta na cidade. Depois de tomar café com o Hilário, ele ainda acha que Zara vai machucar o primo dele, como fez com ele e a Caterina. Beleza, a gente ganhou uma espada aqui de recompensa, Guarda dos Corvos. Vamos ver. Ah, já tá em uso. Quando a gente ganha uma arma repetida aqui, a gente libera mais um atributo dela que antes estava bloqueado. Liberou um atributo ali, ó. Se o alvo inimigo estiver com um acúmulo máximo de sangramento, ele também fica sob o efeito de necrose. Beleza. Vamos partir aqui então para uma missão principal, cara. Missão de história, né? Concluindo a Guarda do Véu. Acho que a gente vai acabar de montar nossa equipe. A gente tá atrás de um... Na real, a gente tá atrás de um... Caçador de dragão. Matador de dragão. Para ajudar a gente. Eu sinto falta aqui de ter como viajar de um mapa pro outro já, cara. Eu não... Se tem, eu ainda não descobri como faz isso. Mas eu até dei uma olhada, não achei não. Acho que a forma é essa mesmo. Você só consegue fazer viagem rápida dentro do mesmo mapa. Vamos falar com a Belara aqui primeiro.
Okay, Belara, what's your lead on getting us a fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook, so we need a fate expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navara?
Suficiente para pedir ajuda, meio grave, ruim. Suficiente para pedir ajuda, né?
We've seen terrible magic, old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Belara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
You will need him.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
Bom, já vamos fazer essa missão então. Vamos embora atrás do professor. Será que a gente já consegue melhorar aqui a oficina? Deixa eu ver. Falta 150. O personagem de vez em quando dá umas tremidas aqui por causa do drift, cara, que tá o meu controle. Eu vou ter que comprar outro na Amazon aí. Não tem jeito. Quem que a gente vai levar? Vou levar a própria Belara. Acredito que ela deve conhecer o professor. Eu vou levar o cara novo aqui, o Davrin. Ainda não usei essa combinação. E bora viajar pra missão, né? Ah, só posso levar um de novo, né? Vou com ela. Lugarzinho sinistro.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
What a marvelous surprise. Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
Você tá morto ou não? Estranho, né? Ele tem uma outra forma ali. Vou perguntar se ele tá morto.
I thought you were undead for a second.
Most Morn Watchers are just as alive as you or I.
Most?
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Investiga a perturbação nos salões ocultos. Lugarzinho embolado, hein?
Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful, Rook. It signals you out.
What? Where'd everyone go?
Nossa. Onde ele foi?
It's vital
Morreu.
we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What's that?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies.
Nossa, são bastante.
Nice one, Professor! Oh!
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Achei um arco aqui, ó. Melhor que o dela, melhor que o meu, né, na real, né? Vou pegar. Trancada. Ah, tá.
Hello. Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite
Dá pra
helpful.
abrir isso?
Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Descubra o que aconteceu com o sino. Chega até a pessoa que Emerick está consultando.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
You already have, Bellara, and it's just Emerick. Please.
Right, Professor.
I assume your visit has to do with recent upheavals we've sensed in the Fae?
Oh, just a little.
Nossa, isso aí é forte esse boneco aí, hein? Tem alguma coisa que dá pra combar, não?
Thank you, Ella.
Excellent hit, Rook!
Ranged incoming. We're getting good at this. Watch ahead.
Descer pela escada mesmo. Esquiva, meu filho. Deu lentidão, parece. Um pouquinho de vida ali, de cura. O que é isso aqui? Tem que achar outra luzinha daquela. Ah, caraca, esse aqui vai precisar da Harden.
This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Será que essa névoa aí dá dano? É um gelo, né? Pela quantidade de cura que tem aqui, deve dar, né? Tem de interessante pra lá. Dá uma olhada. Anel raro. Dano necrótico mais 15. Resistência necrótica mais 25. Acho que vou usar esse. Deve combar bem com aquela habilidade lá que eu tô upando. Ela é necrótica, né?
This is Lot 2. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
I'll do this without a wisp.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Vamos coletar 3. Vou coletar aquele ali primeiro.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
Será que ele sobe ali naquela madeira? Ó. Ah, tem tempo? Putz.
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethan.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door.
Fica tranquilo fazer isso aqui, né?
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these
Lâmina de duelista. Não
spirits
vou
here.
usar não.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction. We've a fight ahead.
Nossa, caí. Morri? O boneco não sabe nadar? Foi veneno aquilo.
Nice one, Professor. I mean, Emerald.
Well forward, Brooke.
Ranged incoming.
Vamos lá.
We're being fired upon.
Good work, everyone.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them.
Vamos ver qual é desse amuleto aqui, ó. Habilidade de controle mais 20%. A bala de habilidade de controle mais 25%. Vou colocar ele pra usar. Será que sobe aqui? Não.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Opa, tinha uma parada ali pra pegar. Tem, né? Mais 20% de necrose. Dano contra o oponente sob o efeito de necrose, mais 20%. Acho que eu vou trocar de novo. Vou pegar esse anel novo aí. O outro dá um pouco mais de resistência, mas esse aqui é mais focado no dano. Então vou focar mais no dano mesmo.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
Acender os braseiros.
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
Sunken Star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here? The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't dawdle. We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Pedi pra usar essa habilidade aqui. Elias.
Primed and ready.
Pô, ele esquiva pra caramba, velho.
Understood. They're firing at us.
Finish them up. That is weakness.
Bring our skills together!
Pô, esse cara do escudo é chato, hein, mano. Caramba. Ó, tem mais.
the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah. I'll fill you in on them later.
Tem mais cura, não? Não dá pra abrir. Também não.
A despair spirit.
You got it. Nice work.
Get them now! You fail our... It shadowed everything!
Será que tá tudo em vermelho? Tem tempo de recarga? Ah, acho que meus amigos sumiram, né? Tô sozinho com essa criatura aqui, ó. Ele deve ter me levado pra uma dimensão diferente, sei lá, alguma coisa do tipo. Morreu.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Vinter.
Bilhete rabiscado. Fui até as câmeras superiores para investigar um barulho. Se eu tiver sorte, é só mais um daqueles cadáveres nevarranos que ficam se arrastando. Que cena! Joguem o meu corpo no fogo, como fazemos no resto do mundo civilizado.
Hello. Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has no family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
Vamos expulsar o culto venatório. Vá para o campanário superior.
The sunken star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
one chain.
Excellent.
Kill them all, but save the limb.
Got it.
It cannot be this. For sure. Good work, everyone! Ranged incoming!
There.
Gastei a ult, esse cara do escudo é muito chato.
Good work, Rook.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
Do lado daqui mesmo?
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Vamos lutar com um a menos no time então, né?
There's the Venatori.
This is your end!
How about this?
Live and fight!
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly awakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Combine our will!
The Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Nossa. Morri. Ah, ele também tá lutando também. O cara me interrompeu na hora do meu ataque. Deu cara, velho. Que isso? Caraca, chegou um bichão. Nossa, velho.
Preciso encontrar a cura, mano.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself.
Burned! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Vamos trocar o cajado dele, né? Ganhou um cajado melhor aqui, ó. Era isso. Acho que tem mais uma cura aqui em cima. Tá completinho, né?
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Entregar pra ele?
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Vambora.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Mais um pro time, então.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
O cara ainda tem um mordomo.
I'm good.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics... I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Esse cara do capuz aí é bizarro, né? Controle bem a necromancia. É bom ter você em uma luta. Diga que vai trazer Manfred. Dá uma zoada.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
O Manfred, pô.
The grand necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
E. Ficar de olho nesse cara então, hein? Bom, aonde os seres mortos devem ir. Usando poderes de necromancia, o Anish baniu os demônios do desespero que infestavam os salões ocultos e mandou o culto venatório embora. Após saber que divindades antigas maléficas estão perturbando o imaterial, o professor se juntou à equipe para ajudar a derrotar de vez essas ameaças místicas. Porém, ele não sabe que a trama do culto venatório é só o começo de uma série de eventos que levarão Anish até uma figura sombria de seu passado. Teremos reencontros? Vamos lá falar com a Harden. O cara fazendo parkour. Dá pra melhorar já dessa vez? Deixa eu ver. Não, falta 50. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho uma conversa com alguém aqui. Com um reloginho. Tem o Anish. Acho que dá pra falar com ele depois. Falar com a Harden primeiro.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
Então tá, né? O que está rolando em Rivain?
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
Alright, guess we'll be ready.
Agradeço a ajuda.
Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Tá, vamos rastrear essa missão. Vamos falar lá com... Será que ele tá aqui em cima? Deixa eu ver. Eu acho que ele tá lá dentro, né? Deve estar aqui. Não. Tá aqui.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
É um bom lugar, né?
It's, you know, big, floaty, fancy walls.
Oh, but there's so much more to it than that.
But Lara seems to think so too.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Ninguém se conhece direito ainda, né?
We're still getting used to one another.
True, and yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
Tem uma coisa pra pegar aqui. Já tem uma missão já dele ali, ó. Deixa pra depois. Antes de embarcar nessa missão aqui, tem algumas coisas aqui do personagem. Ah, tem como usar 2 anéis, ó. Vou usar esse daqui que eu tava usando antes. O capacete que eu tô é melhor. Melhorar as habilidades dela aqui. Essa habilidade dela aqui é muito boa, velho. Que junta geral num lugar só. Vou dar uma melhorada nessa. Mais alguém? O cara chegou agora, também já tem ponto de habilidade. Caramba, 507 de dano. Acho que são só esses. E eu tenho mais 2 pra gastar, né? Um negócio aqui. Sustento. Duelista. Vou aprender essa habilidade aqui. Pegar um pouco de resistência. Eu queria equipar a habilidade. Tem uma ultimate. Beleza. Vamos viajar para a missão rastreada. Levar a Harden, né, que conhece o cara. Não, que conhece essa pessoa que a gente tá atrás, não sei se é um cara. Caçador ou caçadora de dragões. Terra dos Gunari. A parada tá séria, hein?
Hey.
Tash.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
I've got a good feeling about her.
Bom pressentimento, acabou de ameaçar.
So, what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vincimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here.
O lugar maneiro, hein?
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincimer.
Yeah, blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Oh, one that breathes lightning? I've heard stories.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Olha um grifo aí desenhado aí, ó. Pô, a água desse jogo tá bonita, né, cara? Tá maneiraça.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard.
Lembrando que eu coloquei aqui para rodar no modo desempenho, tá? Jogando no PlayStation 5 no modo desempenho. PlayStation 5 normal, não Pro, né? Oi, pô, virei bola ali. Vamos ver que habilidade essa mulher tem.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Kunari?
I'm from Ravane. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antom don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
So what made you want to work with us?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Tem um baú aqui, né? Tá pra dentro. Aqui. Vou trocar, não. Passar na beiradinha aqui.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
Como voltar? Tem.
All right, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
How? Look, deep stalkers!
Knew they'd find us.
The deep stalkers are the bait?
Yup.
Why are you making me feel sorry for them?
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
Opa, minha vida tá indo embora, não tô nem percebendo.
That one's big. Watch out.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
Got him in position. That one, that one. They're aiming for us.
Tem um pouco de vida aqui em volta aqui, ó.
Coming at range.
Essa mulher tá me seguindo, mano. Vai lá lutar, pô.
Time to finish this.
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
É uma runa.
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay. So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
Com essa cornetinha aí? Vambora. Nossa, você faz um barulhão, hein?
There you go. A task coming.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
She responds to the horn?
This time.
You've fed her before then?
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
O pulo do jogo é bem estranho.
Better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Uma página solta de diário, dia 4. Céu limpo, tempo quente e úmido. Encontrei mais vestígios de ouro nos córregos inferiores. Amanhã vou tentar escalar os penhascos superiores. Acho que pode haver um bom veio por perto. Eu vi os Antan de novo, mas evitá-los não é problema. Não dá pra alcançar não. Investigue o forte, vá até o forte.
Maybe too close.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Someone built an entire fortress and then left it empty?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
Ué. Vindo ali, né? O que será que tem que fazer com essas crianças aqui? É, não sei. Uma de frente com a outra? É, não. Castelo da Guarda.
Yep, that's the Tom. Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing. Shit. More Tom. Not even supposed to be here.
Vamos lá.
Dust people? I'll show you weak dust people.
Good to go.
Caramba.
Come on, let's keep looking.
Acertou os três de uma vez só, velho.
So the Untom took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravane and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Ontom broke away from the Qun and invaded. The Canary builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Ontom take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
Tá, tem como... Ela ainda não pode fazer isso, não pode abrir o caminho ali. Caraca, preciso comprar o controle urgente. Esse drift tá incomodando pra caramba, velho. O boneco tá andando de lado. O drift tá pra esquerda. No analógico esquerdo aqui. Outra armadura. Acho que vou equipar essa daqui. Dá uma mudada, né? Perdeu um pouquinho de poder de habilidade, mas ganha na defesa. Tá. Bilhete do Zantan. Suas instruções não mudaram. Use as redes para pegar o dragão no céu e as garras para amarrar. Faça isso e traga glória para os Antan.
Grapples, nets. The Ontom are going after the Vincimer.
Is that bad? She can deal with that, right?
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
See that side guy?
Morreu? Sem conversa. Pô, velho. Aprendi a quebrar a defesa deles. Segurar um pouco o triângulo aqui. Dar um ataque carregado. Pô, como é que eu vou chegar ali naquele baú ali, mano? Tem que ir lá por cima, né? Pegar uma cura aqui.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
Caramba! Pra que plano, né? Mas aí meteu a louca.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benari Ebala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala. Kyunto.
Yunasi Peshidan.
Que isso?
Tarala.
Come on.
A mulher é um dragão, mano. Ai, mexe com ela, doidão. Tipo, ela usar o fogão agora, né? Fogão da boca. Pô, tomei. Quando você toma ataque, você perde. Você perde a chance de usar habilidade.
Good to go again.
Dá uma flechada naquele cara lá.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah.
But how?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
Does she know we're trying to help?
No, she's pissed.
We don't have to fight her, do we?
Mais
We can
defesa.
run. I don't think she'll chase us.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers, carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Mais um inimigo. Beleza, hein?
Wonderfully done, Tosh. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
Que é isso? Isso é mágico?
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Tá, precisamos de você. Isso é uma surpresa. Você vai poder caçar dragões. Você vai poder caçar dragões.
We expect some dragon trouble, so we need a dragon hunter. You'll feel right at home.
Hooray.
Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
Cara emburrada pra caramba essa menina aí.
I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Antipática demais, ó. Ela é bem atenciosa. Ela passou por cima de você, gostei dela. Gostei dela.
Your mother doesn't mince words. I like that.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Até que enfim uma maneira mais amistosa, né? Acho que agora a equipe tá completa. Acho que agora não vai entrar mais ninguém pro time. Só se o Veilguard voltar ativa, né? Que seria legal se ele voltasse.
They always talk about how much better Kunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeta's crossing and the blighted dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Tá parecendo um mundo de verdade, então. Várias pequenas guerras. As divindades são rápidas, que animador, então a gente encara. Então a gente encara.
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Antam wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's crossing, it's personal for them.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we save Treviso.
You impressed Viago. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Algum detalhe?
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Bom, mais alguma coisa aqui, ó. Como vai o primeiro guardião?
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Tá. É a melhor pista que temos.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Pô, mas é Clara tá ali. Conheça todo mundo. Que bom que você voltou. Pô, então de volta ao trabalho. Bom, conheça todo mundo, né? Chegou uma galera ali que ela ainda não conhece.
Couple new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, he's our Fade expert, and Tosh, our Dragon Hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Ficou puta comigo, hein? Obrigado por ter voltado.
Given how things have gone, I wouldn't blame you for staying away. So thanks. We can't do this without you.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
Alguém precisa fazer isso.
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. That's why I recruited you. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Será que até o final do jogo o Varric volta, velho? Gostaria, tá? A mata dragões. Teste. Uma Grinari caçadora de dragões atraiu um dragão para fora do covil com a ajuda da equipe para que o restante da soberania da fortuna pudesse roubar o tesouro dele. Quando caçadores ilegais Antan tentaram levar o dragão entorpecido e sonolento, Teste protegeu o animal e revelou a habilidade que tem para soprar fogo. Como Teste se uniu à equipe, os Antan que sobreviveram voltaram até o líder deles, o Dragão Rei, e deram a notícia sobre a rara Grinari sopradora de fogo. Tá, ó. Pessoa da equipe insensibilizada. A neve está insensibilizada. Que isso? Após ver o ataque do dragão corrompido em Minratus, a neve está mais autossuficiente e menos inclinada a confiar nas pessoas. Suas habilidades de dano aumentaram, mas ela não usará mais habilidades de suporte e o progresso do relacionamento será mais lento. Ou seja, tá puta comigo, né? Com toda a situação também, é claro. Novo nível de exploração desbloqueado. Costa de Riven. Um novo nível de exploração está disponível. Retorne a essa localização por meio do mapa do mundo ou através do Eluvian da encruzilhada para explorar e concluir missões adicionais. Beleza. Vamos ver aqui qual missão que a gente vai seguir. Se tem alguma missão secundária interessante. Se tem alguém com habilidade da equipe aqui pra upar, né? É só a Tash. Ah, eu vou upar a habilidade dela de cuspir fogo, com certeza, né? Cadê? Tá, só para chamas incendiando os alvos inimigos com a fúria dracônica. Vou upar isso aqui, mano. Eu tenho 1 ponto de habilidade para upar. Deixa eu ver. Mais 1 de necrose. Habilidades. Aprimorar habilidade de controle. Eu não tenho muita habilidade de controle. Habilidade de golpe. Habilidade de golpe agora executam um acerto essa aqui. Beleza. Cento e 176, 179. É isso. Então vamos lá, vamos rastrear uma missão aqui. Missão da equipe, ó. Recos do passado. Digno de um corvo. Fale com o Lucanis. A equipe carrega o peso do mundo nas costas. Uma boa surpresa pode fazer bem ao Lucanis. Talvez um presente para os aposentos dele no farol. Missãozinha boba, né? Acho que já tá por aqui mesmo, vamos fazer ela. Tá rastreando? Tá. Vamos lá falar com o Lucanis, então. Ver se já dá pra melhorar a oficina. Não. Eita.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
Ou já partiu direto pra missão ou não? Vou rastrear já a outra, mas vou interagir com ele aqui, ó.
For me?
Só isso? Bom, tem missão aqui também do Davrin. Vamos falar com ele. Ah, o Griff fica aqui. Vai ficar sem dedo aí, hein? Botando o dedo na boca do bicho.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
Tá, mais uma missão. Tem a Harding que quer falar comigo, né?
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
A ajuda dela seria bem-vinda.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So, did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
Maneiro. Primeira vez sim que tá falando, que eu me lembro que tá falando da Inquisição com mais clareza, né?
But you did know people from the Inquisitors' inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
O Cole era bem esquisito.
Okay, that's just a creepy thing to say.
Cole was like that. Weird, wonderful, and occasionally a little bit creepy.
Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
You help people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes. I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Sente falta da Inquisição.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different.
A
It's
Inquisição era
special when
melhor.
you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
Ele tem um objetivo.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, a caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Maneiro, hein? Esse flashback aí da Inquisição. Legal demais. Falou pouco, né? Sobre o Inquisidor, né? A Inquisidora, no caso. Deixa eu ver quem mais que eu falo aqui. Fala com o Enich.
Rook, Veilguard and Myrna have asked us to meet with them concerning an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. While we're there, we should also investigate some displaced wisps. I'm not sure what's frightened them.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Mais uma missão. Tá, outro nível de exploração desbloqueado, né? Falar também com a caçadora de dragões.
Good to see you.
Ué? Que lê isso daqui? Ei, Teste, estamos tentando levar suprimentos para os corvos em Treviso, mas os corvos que deveriam pegar os suprimentos aqui em Riven nunca se apresentaram. Se você e suas novas amizades descoladas tiverem tempo, poderiam dar uma olhada? O ponto de entrega era na costa. Por ouro e glória, Isabela. Tá, outra missão, né? Vou lá falar com a Teia. O velório lá da vovozinha lá. Encruzilhada. Um caminho emergiu das névoas Imaterial, tá bom? Dando adeus, que é a missão, né? Vou trazer o Lucanis pra missão, né? E a neve.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Outra missão, velho? Querido Viago, você pode não acreditar, mas eu descobri uma coisa sobre aqueles Antan maçantes que pode vir a ser útil. Envie alguém quando puder, ou venha com a Teia. Tenho algumas obras para mostrar. Atenciosamente, Dama Trela, proprietária da Galeria Trela de Belas Artes.
Then our merchant has information on the Anton?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time. Visit her gallery and ask her what the Altam are up to.
I promise he's not sending exposure to Antivan art.
Our patrons expect crows such as Rook to know a little about Treviso's artistic trends.
Vamos iniciar a conversa com ele.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Dea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
Vou ajudar como eu puder.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're always such a dear. You certainly didn't learn that from Viago.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous. Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Hilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina. How? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you. I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Esse cara, esse primo aí é um forte candidato a traidor, hein? E o Lucanis, tô achando que ele... Meio estranho esse fato dele ter ciúme da gente aqui, né? Você está bem, Lucanis? Isso foi ótimo. Ele está estranho.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
Ela era esperta, já imagina o motivo. Caraca. Já imagino o motivo.
I barely know your cousin and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most jobs don't have as many fires as yours do. I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Tá bom, abro o diário para... Acabou a missão já? Essa foi rápida, né? Sem graça também. Rápida e sem graça. A gente tem 2 missões de história aqui. Vamos fazer mais uma, ó. Tem aqui Sombras da Podridão, algo errado. A equipe vai atrás de pistas que revelam informações preocupantes sobre o avanço da podridão, mas também ganha uma ajuda inesperada. E a outra é a dupla da Guarda. Evica e Anthony acredita que a podridão mudou, mas precisa de mais provas para mostrar para o primeiro guardião. Cara, vamos fazer isso aqui, Sombras da Podridão. Beleza. gente precisa ir pro Eluvian. Então vamos. As missões de história têm até sido legais algumas. As missões secundárias mesmo que são... Tem sido bem decepcionantes, tá? A maioria é muito chata.
What? This can't.
Oh, no.
Caramba. Encontrar a Morrigan no cisne atolado. Fale com a Morrigan.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Here we go.
Understood.
Damn it! The shadows certainly didn't invite them in.
Look around. We might find answers.
A candle. They carry messages through the city.
Tem uma outra missão aqui, velho. Notícias do Vibra. O culto venatório está agindo para eliminar a gente. Ninguém está em segurança. Eu vou ficar esperando na área de carregamento perto das docas. Quero que me encontre lá, Hector.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. Might still be there. The killings. This is...
There is no limit to Venatori cruelty.
It's bad out here. So many dead or injured after the dragon. Now Venatori grab anyone they please.
Please.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Fine.
Got you covered. How's your chance? A clean strike. Please, go on.
Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
And now
we make a good team, don't we?
What's happening to this city? I heard some people lost their homes.
Achei que a gente ia falar com a Morrigan. Quem tá aqui é a Harden.
You're not a builder. You just get in the way. Let the Templars deal with it.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathis? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlethan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
Sacanagem que a EA não puxou meu Inquisidor automaticamente. Já tava tudo certo. A mesma conta que eu joguei o Dragon Age Inquisition é essa aqui. Só que parece que eu tinha que ter criado o mesmo Inquisidor que eu criei no Inquisition no começo aqui. E eu acabei não criando. Mas fazer o quê?
Anathera. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Responsabilidade é sua, pô. Eu não sei se vai dar certo. Você pode contar comigo.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Como você chegou aqui?
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morrigan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's vir of us, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
Conte mais sobre o Sul.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marchers have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the blight.
Preciso de um exército, das suas conexões. Preciso da sua equipe espiã. As conexões.
I've been having some trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength.
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Ótimo, eu não confio nele. O Solus está preso. Solus está ajudando. Solus está preso.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Morrigan is right. Solus is dangerous. Anything that gives us some insight into his plans. He fooled us all before, and the whole world very nearly paid the price for it.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Não era isso? Algo de errado. Encontre com Evica e Anthony nos pântanos de... Viaje para os pântanos de Rosberg por meio da encruzilhada ou da viagem rápida.
I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Venatori. Shadow Dragon.
Então vamos ver que missão é essa. Aqui também tem várias missões paralelas aqui, né? Tem bastante missão aqui. A gente tá na cidade do Cais, né? Será que tem alguma missão daqui da cidade do Cais? Aqui, ó. Vamos fazer essa daqui, já estamos aqui mesmo. Vamos lá. Investigue o desaparecimento dos Dragões das Sombras. Vasculhe o mercado por pistas.
Kill the ungodly.
Ué, não é que não?
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious. I'm almost getting used to this city again, but it still needs fewer Venatori.
They're good.
Eu passei igual um fantasma ali por dentro das pessoas ali. Cheio de sangue no chão aqui, ó. Nossa.
Magic? I see nothing.
This one. A roof denied, eyes skim over, yet a world smudged in shadow, so beautiful. Find who he was.
Outra missão. Os dragões das sombras são inimigos de Tevinter. Venha à prisão das docas para ver o destino de quem traiu e de quem abrigou essas pessoas. Pela glória de Tevinter renascido.
The dogs.
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
A dragon here?
How has the Minrathous circle been? Getting used to the schedule? The lectures?
It's fine. There's just quite a few high bloods and, well, I guess it's why I come down here when I have the time. It feels like I don't belong here.
Ué, não é aqui? Ah, tem uma passagem.
Venatori, stop them!
Behind you, look out!
That body. Is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
Venatori and their cruel theatrics. They will pay for this.
Eu não lembro desse Hector, não. Não vou trocar, não. Já tá usando, já é melhor já pra magia de gelo.
Look, I've news about Lorelei the fence.
Lorelei? She ran the pawn shop, sold things.
Yes, the Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
Tá, temos que ir pra outro lugar agora da cidade. Ver se tem como viajar rápido aqui. Eu não tenho. Vamos embora. Tô mandando mesmo.
So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because of an accident?
Did you get the books? I left them on your desk.
Aqui. Partezinha bem pobrinha da cidade, isso aqui, né? Ó, cheio de rato.
Come to think of it.
How has been Rathus since the dragon attack?
After the dragon attack, after demons swarmed the streets, after the palace
Será que desce
shot
por
at
aqui?
everyone, we're having a ball.
Sorry.
What for? You didn't attack the city. The shadow dragons are dealing with it. At least, we're trying to. I just worry about Asher.
You need to be taught a lesson for getting in the way of your betters. I do! Ambush! Enough dying fools! Good work, Rook.
Search the area for anyone who needs help.
I forgot what I was going to say. Mierda.
The shadow dragons are dealing with it. At least, we're trying to. I just worry about... This was Lorelei's. What did they do to her? So many dead, and for what? To parade their new power, in case we forget.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them or helped them.
Chegamos no nível 20. Acho que vai abrir mais coisa aí da árvore de habilidade aí, ó. Eu vou aqui que tem um baita de um baú aqui, ó. Chapéu duplo. É. Será que é maneiro? Nada a ver, né? Maneiro não, velho. Vou trocar. Deixar esse aqui que eu tava mesmo. Bom, já vamos ver qual a próxima missão que a gente vai fazer. Bem que tem essa missão, investigue. Ah, essa missão em memória aí, não vou pegar isso não, velho. Vou fazer mais uma missãozinha de história. Pântanos de Rosberg. A dupla da Guarda, Evica e Antony, acredita que a podridão mudou, mas precisam de mais provas para mostrar para o primeiro guardião. Vou pegar essa missão aqui, cara. A gente precisa ir lá pro portal de novo, não é isso? Encruzilhada. Esse daqui tem como fazer a viagem rápida. Não tem como não. Ou tem sim. Pântanos de Rosberg.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
Isso é bem ruim, sabia que isso ia acontecer. Que bom que vocês estão aqui. Isso é apenas o começo.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same feeling.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say Warden sensed blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
A iniciação da guarda é ruim.
Become a warden, hear the blight. People assume crow initiations are intense.
I assumed they were murderers.
I walked into that. So what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
Vocês estudam a podridão? Ah, mas é claro.
So you two study the Blight?
Formally? No. Well, maybe. It depends on your definition.
We travel a lot, and tend to get sidetracked by weird problems.
Who knew I'd roam so far for Morlaix? If we want to help, we need to learn what we're dealing with.
Que bom que podemos unir amostras. Vai ser nojento. Pode deixar, eu arranjo. Pode deixar, eu arranjo.
Leave it to me.
You can't just handle Blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for Darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Investigue a podridão, destrua pústulas da podridão. Opa, comerciante. Isso aqui é. Vou comprar esse aqui pro Davrin. Presente. É isso.
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there. Lavendel village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's crossing.
But there are survivors.
Often a place needs someone in its corner. This one needs more than a few.
Are you all right?
I'm not.
It came through so fast. I didn't have time to grab. I don't know.
Túnel corrompido.
Got a sample. Guessing they'll need more than one.
I'd love to say we can move with less evidence. I shouldn't, but I'd love to. Ready if you are.
Fechado ali. Eita! Quase que eu tomei.
Got the sample.
Mierda. How has been Rathus since the dragon attack?
After the dragon attack, after demons swarmed the streets, after the palace shot at everyone, we're having a ball.
Ah, sorry.
What for? You didn't attack the city.
Darkspawn. Everyone ready?
essa não. Essa daqui.
Everyone all right?
Close enough.
Pô, tem alguma criatura dentro daquela coisa ali, será? É. Vou na cara, né? O bicho é forte pra caramba. Cadê ele? Sumiu, velho. Acertou. Caramba. Pô, agora o bicho ficou mais apelão, né? Meu boneco não tá correndo direito. Ele tá mais lento. Acho que ele ficou doidão, o boss agora ficou doidão, né? Tá bugado? É que ele bugou assim mesmo, velho. Ele parou de atacar, só fica andando igual maluco. Bom pra mim, né? Pô, o bicho é muito resistente, velho. É o boss mais forte até agora, mano. Não, tirando o dragão, né? Que a gente não conseguiu derrotar, né? Ele vai embora antes de a luta acabar, no caso. A luta começou difícil e terminou fácil. Porque ele bugou aqui e ficou fácil. Finalizar agora. Coletar a essência de bastião.
Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Got it. The Meta's crossing. Now this. If this is a window into what the gods can do with a blight.
Vamos seguir aqui. Falta coletar mais 2 amostras. Mais amostra que tem. Mais amostra, mais inimigo. Fio bem enrolado. As criaturas parecem estar fugindo.
This was farmland.
And people's homes.
Check out the blister. Could be useful.
Rook, are you looking for an excuse to fire that thing?
Is it mad about the boils or just mad in general?
We need to stop it.
Será que dá pra me pegar aqui? Calma aí, meu filho. Acertou. Mas deu bastante dano nele, hein? Opa, uma espada diferente aqui. A nossa é melhor. Falando que tem um baú aqui. Baúzão bolado. Nossa, mas é muito menos defesa. 51 a menos de defesa. Vamos deixar quieto. Que é armadura comum, né?
And another sample.
Pronto.
That must be enough samples.
Yeah. Let's get back to Veilguard and Antoine.
Tentar voltar aqui na viagem rápida. Cantoria sinistra.
Antoine? Antoine?
Yes? Yes, the blight samples.
Yeah,
They're
yes.
like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden...
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Como é que eu vou saber? A gente encontrou algo mesmo. Até eu convencer você. Até eu convencer
Until
você.
you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
A gente pode se unir, você não vai ouvir ou vai? Deu um tempo. Cara, eu tô de saco cheio já desse primeiro guardião aí, mano.
He's trying to help.
Enough! You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Ele é um cretino.
What an asshole. A lot of people are gonna die for his arrogance.
Maybe.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
we can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Será que a coisa vai começar a apertar agora? Missão concluída. Algo de errado. O Antônio e a Évica tentaram convencer o primeiro guardião de que a podridão mudou e as divindades foram responsáveis. Mas ele não quis escutar. Não era o que a dupla esperava. Mas não iam desistir. Apesar da ordem de voltar para Weishaupt, o Antônio e a Évica prometeram continuar investigando a podridão e avisar se descobrirem algo. Beleza, galera? Terminamos mais uma missão de história por aqui. E nesse vídeo eu vou ficando por aqui. Agradeço a todo mundo que assistiu. Até o próximo vídeo. Vamos continuar aqui com Dragões, ver qual que é o desenrolar dessa história. Valeu, um abraço a todo mundo e até a próxima.